Hey everybody, I'm Craven, and I need your thoughts. Like, comment, subscribe, knock the hell out of that notification bell. Got some shopkeeping. Now I'm new on MeWe. Of course, I'm still on, well, not on Parlor. I'm on Facebook and catch these on YouTube. The links will be in there. To all the new people at MeWe that might see me, welcome. So you'll see these shirts on the back here. New background kind of thing. I saw these t-shirts and I thought, oh, these are cool. I want to wear those. And on the front of them is a set of dog tags over the heart. And though it says it's for first responders and ex-military, whatever, I'm not ex-military. And having a set of dog tags on my t-shirt just seems like stolen valor stuff. So rather than send them back to that veteran-owned company, I'm going to hang a couple of them on my wall, give the others to my friends that were in the military. So today we're going to talk about what to look for in a piece of land. Yes, it's time. It's time to find that Bugout location, set up that homestead, get a good piece of land. Now, where do you start? There's all kinds of places you can do. You can just hit a real estate agent, say, look in this area of the country. But there's some things to consider here. Now, I was a finance manager for 14 years. I'm a finance manager, finance director, ran $2.5 million, $3 million worth of loans a month. Got out of it. I had a nice bonfire in the backyard, drank a beer, and burned thousands of dollars worth of suits and $100 shirts and name brand ties and yeah. But I decided I wanted out of that, but I still have all the knowledge, so I've got something good to back up on there. But one of the things that you need to consider, do you fit in the area? I'm currently looking at a piece of land in an area that I know that I'm going to fit in with locals. Now, we're solitary people and we don't want to let everybody know what we're doing, but the other thing is you will have locals. You will have people around you. We're not so big that there's not a neighbor just down the road a little ways. So what I've done is I picked an area of the country that I was interested in. Then, rather than going to a real estate agent, I went to, because there you're going to pay top dollar for that land, okay? And there's lots of people out there that own land that just sit on it. And I contacted the guy after going through this process, and he is interested in selling me the property. So we may have a land deal coming together, and so I thought I'd go ahead and start this series. But the way I started the process was I found the area of the country that I was interested in, pulled up the county records on it, go to the assessor's website, pull up the map on taxes, and see who owns that piece of property. Then go through other tax records, and a lot of times you can find phone numbers, you can find you'll always find the address of where they're mailing the tax receipt to. And I simply backtracked, got on Google Map, looked at the address that they were at in Massachusetts, found another deal there in Massachusetts where they paid taxes and listed their phone number, got their phone number, called them and said, hello. So there's a different way of going about it where you're not going to pay full market price and you're working with an individual. And the next step is to make sure you have your banking in line. Find out what your interest rate's going to be. Right now, if shift hits the fan, if everything goes downhill, coronal mass ejection, oh my God, all the different scenarios that could happen. nobody's going to be coming for the payments on those loans. So maybe now is the time to get set up for a solid bug out location. In my case, it's going to be my retirement place. I've got a good place here, but at some point, I'm not going to want to be as in the city as I am. And when I'm retired, that's what I'm going to have. So, county assessor's office, look up find that piece of property that you're interested in, find the tax receipts, contact the people. Hey, I see you paid taxes on this for a couple of years and you live in Florida. Would you be interested maybe in selling your property? It's not going to work every time. You may look for a while, but part of this is looking for the right property. Now make sure, like I said before, that you're going to fit into the area. You're not going to always be looked at as an outsider for the people that currently live there. If that's the case, look someplace else. Because the last thing that you want to be is the outsider after everything collapses, everything goes down, everything goes south on us. That would not be where I would want to be at the end of everything, where nobody looks at me as part of the group. Yes, I'm going to be off by myself. Yes, I'm going to have my own stuff. But we are a social animal, and you gotta keep that in mind, guys. As lone wolf as a lot of us would like to think we are. And how much land does that need to be? In my case, it's me, my girls, and about 10 others. So, how much land do you need to grow all the corn that you need? The wheat, have the meat. Where is it that you look? One of the things that I wanted to make sure of was that my property was adjacent to, connected to a major easement. Why is that? Well, I get to look down both directions of that easement and pick out a deer whenever they cross. I've got running water on that property, so I'm going to be able to pump water. The mechanical units to pump water uphill are there. So I'm going to be able to pump water to the top of the hill to be able to have run down water. So I'll have pressure in the building that I'm going to build. And all the little planning that has gone into this, I'll let you in on some of it. It's too in-depth and some of it's property specific. Don't build your plans for your perfect bug out location if it's not going to fit the property. If it's not going to work on the property, if it requires digging in and you're in the Ozarks and there's nothing but rock and you're going to have to blast to get 6 inches down in the ground, it may not be a good idea to have an underground bunker figured out. So you're going to have to be flexible. You're going to have to look at where you want to be, figure out the requirements there, and go start looking. I did, and I've come up with right at 20 acres, adjacent to another 37 acres. And I go this next week to talk to some other people and see if I can pick up just a little bit more. So that's the conversation for today. This is going to be one in a series. So guys, like, comment, subscribe. Check out those guys that just popped up on me. Check out those other 40 some episodes that are out there already in the history. I appreciate y'all. Bye.